My name is Ben Nathan. Now, when I was learning to trade, I found one of the biggest things that I had to conquer was the fact that there are hundreds of thousands of trading solutions out there, and I didn't really know where to turn to get good information. So, I'm going to give you 3 steps that you can look at when looking at any trading provider in the world. Now, the problem is anybody can put together a random course and sell it as a Forex course. Anybody can piece together some spreadsheet results and say that it's profitable and get people like yourself to spend their hard-earned money on what is effectively junk. So there are 3 key steps that you must do every single time you purchase a trading course. Now, if you don't exercise these 3 steps, the chances are you're going to be buying into a course which is worthless and will just cost you more and more money. So what are those 3 steps? Number 1, you need to know who is behind the course. Okay. Now, if the person behind the course is a genuine trader and genuinely profitable, then they'll share some results. It's as simple as that. Now, it's no good just to look at a spreadsheet and download what they propose to be an account because it's very easily faked. You need some sort of verification. So ideally, what you need to see to know that a trader or a tutor is genuine and the real deal, you need to see that they're putting their neck on the line and being verified. Okay, so there are a few traders in the world that do this, and what you need to see is my FX book. Now, there are some very vital pieces of information to check when you check a mentor's results. First of all, you need to make sure that the results they show are on a real account. That's the first thing. And the second thing, you need to make sure that both the track record is verified and also the trading privileges are verified. That's the second step when it comes to checking into a trader's background. The final thing that I think is a good idea as well is to have a look through all of the results. Okay, so how many losing months have they had? What's the drawdown like in terms of is it more than the gain? All things to analyse and have a look at to get an idea as to whether this trade is worth investing your money into, and primarily whether you want to replicate their results or not. That's the first step. So once you know the trader's a real deal, what you need to know is, have they helped other people? So there's no point in going to the testimonials on their own website because, again, these can be very easily made up to steal your hard-earned money. So what I tend to find is a good thing to do and what I've always done. So, before I myself became profitable, I used to go through Forex Peace Army and look for reviews. So again, even if there's not any Forex Peace Army links on their website, it doesn't matter. Just Google the name of the training provider followed by Forex Peace Army reviews. Now, the good thing about this is that Forex Peace Army have a system in place where you couldn't just log on and post lots of reviews for yourself because they do IP checks, they check the location against the reviews as well. So there are many things in place to make sure that only genuine reviews can make it to Forex Peace Army. So step 2, check out the reviews. There'll be other reviews on the internet too, but just try and make sure you use a review site that heavily vets those reviews to ensure that they are genuine. And just have a look at what the overall consensus is, have a look at the comments and get a feel for what other traders think. Now, the final thing I would say is what you'll see is most websites, most training websites will have a link to YouTube. So step number 3 is making sure that you can at least relate to or understand the style of trading. So what I would tend to do is I'd go to YouTube and I would just have a look at the channels linked to the training service and really get an idea of the style of training, the articulation in terms of how the information is delivered, and of course how much you can understand the content. So again, to recap, step 1, Do your research into the mentor background, make sure that they are genuine. If they don't show a MyFX book account, the chances are they've got something to hide and they are not genuine. Step number 2, check out the independent reviews of such a service. And step number 3, have a look at the content you can see that comes from the service without signing up, to get an idea as to how clear it is, how concise, and how well explained that information is. What you will find is, although there are thousands and thousands of Forex tuition or training services out there, by following those 3 simple, quick steps, you'll be able to sift through hundreds and hundreds of them to get down to the good ones. Hope this helps.